Welcome back to the Nintendo Switch UK hands-on premiere. I'm honoured to be joined by Mike Stubbs from eSports Pro. Mike, thank you very much for joining us.
No worries, I'm happy to be here.
One of the games here today that has got eSports written all over it potentially is Splatoon 2. Tell us about your experience with Splatoon 2 today.
You can really see how it will work as an esport because it has got, at its core, an esport needs to be competitive and really well balanced. And what kind of showed for this one is that not only is it a really good format, it's like 4v4 and you're playing against each other. So it's got the team aspect, which works really well. It also feels really equal when you're actually playing. You can choose what you want to do and everything is viable. So you can run around and try and take out your opponents all game and leave the rest of your team to paint the rest of the map. Or you can paint the rest of the map and kind of try and ignore your opponents and hope that you do it better than them.
Okay, fantastic. So if you look back at the first Splatoon, which came out on Wii U, there were constant updates. The developers kept working on new weapons, new modes, new arenas. Now, how do the esports fans feel about having to constantly change their tactics and readjust to what's going on?
So as a fan, so not someone who's playing, it's really, really good because it keeps everything fresh. So what you see in some titles is that an update might not happen for, say, 7-8 months. People start to figure out the best strategies and it becomes very similar. Say if you were watching 3 games in a day, all those 3 games might see people doing exactly the same stuff. Updates work really well because they change. Some updates change a lot, some updates change a little. But even if you have one tiny thing in, that could change everything in the pro scene. Because when you're a pro, you're looking to find the most effective strategies and the best plays that you can.
So talking about the new additions in the game, one of the new weapon types is the dualies, right?
Yeah.
Have you managed to have a look at that yet?
I did, I got to play with that and it's good to see that things are being added and this new weapon, it feels different to all the others.
So just talking about the actual Nintendo Switch console itself. So we've got one just here on the table, so I mean, why don't you have a whip out, remind yourself of how it feels and let us know what you feel about it.
So it kind of feels just natural to hold. Like when you pick it up, your hands instantly gravitate to a good position. You can quite easily put this in kind of any size bag that you have. That's going to be amazing because a lot of esports, or almost all esports, are played either on a home console or on a PC. But this, like obviously all the games run in the portable mode, which works really well and should make the player's skill level rise quite a lot, quite quickly, because they can practice all the time.
The trailer that we put out last October showed 4 guys in a Splatoon 2 team just like prepping and training in the changing room, right? So that's pretty realistic.
That is realistic, and what that also helps is when it does get to that stage and Splatoon is selling out arenas, it can help because a lot of issues that happen in esports are around technical delays because every player has their own controller, their own headset. If it's on PC, everyone has their own keyboard and mouse. And that has to be set up every time they go on stage. But with this, obviously, you can just have a dock on stage and a player can be in the back practicing on their portable one and then literally just drop it into the dock and play. If I was a tournament organiser right now, I'd be rubbing my hands with excitement going, this is going to be the best thing that's ever happened.